Hey guys, it has been a while since I made a video, and there are three big things that I want to talk to you all about because I'm doing pretty well today in the last couple of days, like physically, mentally, doing well. So I wanted to make a video about this stuff, and a lot of it's kind of about, how I've been doing, and plus like moving on in life in a lot of different ways. So if you followed me and you're interested, then stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you, one, about an update on my health. I know, you're so bored, right? You're like, who cares? Two, where I'm at. Do you notice it looks different? Yeah. I moved into a house. So that is a huge thing, and the story surrounding that and the circumstances. So, if you're interested in what has happened in the last, 5 years, kind of in a very short way for me to describe in this house, I'll tell you that. And then the third thing is like the future of this channel and possibly other channels and those type of dealios. So, yes, if you want to know, then watch it. If you don't, I'm sure you have already clicked out my Okay, so for the update on my health, I have barely made any videos in the last couple of years, and the last two I think that I posted were about being diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, also called myalgic encephalomyelitis sometimes. It's a very, very long word, 2 words, but they're kind of used interchangeably a lot. So that's what I have been dealing with, and so basically for the past 6 months, I made those videos in May, I think, and it's now the end of November. So I'm not better, per se, like I didn't become cured or something of it. I'm still dealing with a bunch of the same stuff, plus more other weird stuff, but I've been working on lifestyle changes, and like I say, I moved, that's a big change. I haven't been working, that's a big change, so I can rest a lot more. That's definitely a big change because I was doing the single mom thing for 5 years and working and going to school, and it was just non-stop stress. So my stress level has lifted some, and that has allowed me to focus more on my own health, which I didn't before. I just shoved myself to the back and just kept on going, which only made my health problems worse. So that's why you see me doing well today, because I've, been taking care of myself. I've been into the doctor recently. It's always something, but that's really the main message as far as my health, is that I'm going to be really positive about it moving forward. And I was so negative for so long, first off because I didn't know what was wrong with me, and I was really suffering a lot. And then secondly, because I had to make so many changes, one after the other in my life as a result of being sick, and I didn't want to make those changes. So I'm dealing with it, I'm coping with it, and it's a daily thing, like any chronic condition or any chronic thing that somebody deals with. But you have to learn to cope, and I think now I'm doing much better mentally at coping with it than I was. That leads me to the number 2 thing. This house. Yeah, where do I begin with that one? Well, hold on to your pants if you have followed me at all over the years, because this will probably come as a shock to you when I tell you this, because I've been divorced for about 5 years, and this house, I am living in this house with my ex-husband. So that is something I never in my lifetime ever thought would have happened. I did not want to ever live with anyone again, and I never thought I would be on even speaking terms with my ex-husband again. So yeah, you guys are as surprised as me if you're going. I definitely did not foresee this happening. Things were really bad between me and him for a long time, and just there was so much animosity, and it has improved though. Like about a year ago, I think we started discussing the idea of possibly living together, like in a friend kind of way, like for our kids mainly, and also because my health was deteriorating, and money and all these things. We were both living in apartment complexes, and it was just difficult. It was really difficult for us and for our kids. I think sometimes people get this idea like, oh, you get divorced and your life gets better. Well, maybe for some people, but I think a lot of times your life doesn't get better. It might actually get worse. So for me, I struggled a lot during the time I was divorced from being a single parent, and since moving into this house, it's actually been a huge positive difference. And I was really wary at first because, like I say, I mean, me and my ex, we've known each other 13, 14 years. There's a lot of history there, and a lot of it's not good, but it has been a positive change. Like I say, like, people grow, they change. Not going to get into all that stuff here, but essentially it has worked pretty well, and we moved in here in August. So it's been about a little over 3 months. And I'm really pleasantly surprised because I didn't really have high expectations. It was mainly like, okay, this is going to financially help everyone, and it'll help everyone to not have kids going back and forth and stuff like that. And my ex still works away. If you ever follow me, you know that he works away and he's gone like 75% of the time. So he's only here on the weekend, and that's the same now. So basically I'm here in this house alone a lot. My kids are at school and Tim is away. So it's been a weird sort of a change, but it's actually helping me in my health because I have a chance to rest, and I have a chance to focus on other things that I need to do rather than worrying about money and worrying about the kids and all these other things. So that's that with the house as far as the situation, but the house itself is a big project. It's a project house. It looks nice over here. Here's one little area. I was trying to find a place to film this because I actually was filming it in front of my webcam, and my webcam crapped out. So that's the end of my webcam. Goodbye webcam. This is my really old digital camera that's just sitting on the desk there. I think I filmed some of my original videos like 10 years ago on this camera, or one very much like it. Anyway, I'm digressing. The house, it is enormous. I have never lived in a house this large. It has about 3,000 square feet, and it has 2 levels. It has 2 living rooms. It has 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's just like enormous, and I definitely notice it, especially like now when I'm here by myself. Like, I feel like I'm walking around a museum or something. It's so big. Everyone else is ecstatic about it. My kids love this huge house. They love stairs. They think it's the coolest thing. I've never lived in a house with stairs. But like I say, it's a project because the people who lived here before were renters. The house was a rental for about 10 years. And so it was thrashed, and basically everything in here needs to be either fixed or replaced or something. So between moving, we had to move out of 4 places. Tim's apartment, my apartment, and we had 2 storage areas that we had stuff. So we were moving stuff from 4 areas. It was all stored in the garage, and I just last week finished getting stuff out of boxes in the garage. So it took me 3 months just to get all that stuff out. We have to paint this entire house. We're only about halfway done. Here's some of our paint. You probably can't even tell the color. It's like icy blue. It's very calming. It's very nice. Yeah, so just everything. We got to remodel the bathrooms, kitchen. There's 5 bedrooms, so I have my own bedroom, and it's pretty cool, but I haven't got to paint it or do anything, and I just have boxes strewn everywhere up there still. So it's a work in progress, but it's something where you feel like you're accomplishing something, so it's good. When I have good health days and can do it, some days I just wind up sitting and resting and don't accomplish much. So in that case, it's frustrating. But if you've ever had a project house, you know what I'm talking about. You feel good at the end, and I know at the end of this we'll look at it and be like, yeah. But it's been another thing that's kind of brought us together. Me and my my ex and my kids and everybody, you know, as a family again. And it's pretty cool. That leads me into the third thing, which is, I'm keeping these slippers off, I don't even know why I have them on, they don't match. Third thing is, oh my gosh, I'm like turning, I'm not even turning myself. It's the ghost in his house, it's turning me, stop turning me. Okay, turning back, turning back, turning back. Anyways, yeah, the last thing about this channel, what to do about this channel. I've been contemplating this for ages. Should I keep doing it? Should I stop doing it? Should I do other channels? For the past 5 years, I was so consumed with just my life, just surviving, taking care of kids, going to school, doing what I needed to do, and I just fell off of vlogging at all. So I actually intend to start back up vlogging regularly. Yay! That's good. You know, if you like me, that's good. If you don't like me, then, you know, who cares, right? So that's my intention. However, I don't know if I'm going to continue vlogging on this channel or just start a new channel. I have some ideas about things I would want to vlog about, but as far as, you know, bipolar, mental health, this channel specifically, I made this channel a decade ago to talk about bipolar and mental health, and now I'm pretty much done. I don't really have much else to say about it. I have grown a lot, and I feel like I've contributed a lot to other people, and I'm ready to move on to the next stage of my life and kind of leave this stuff behind me. So obviously, you know, stuff in my life will always be a part of my history and everything, but I don't need to keep focusing on it anymore. My focus now is more like my current health, my current problems, oh my gosh, my problems, and the house projects, and just my life, my personal life. I've posted a few personal videos over the years, but by and large, I have focused on just kind of struggles and health stuff and mental health and all of that, informational type stuff. And you know, I'm ready to do something fun. I'm ready to do something that's not so serious and go a different direction in life. Life is short, and that is something I have definitely thought about a lot, is that life is short and you have to do the best you can now. What if I die a year from now? You know, who knows? I don't know. So, do I want to sit and just like look on the downside of everything? No. So my attitude has definitely improved a lot, and that's where I intend to keep on going and keep on focusing stuff. There's a lot more to me as a person, there's a lot to everyone as a person, and I'd like to do more things than just kind of sit and coffee talk with people like I have done. I've enjoyed doing it for the last decade, and thank you all for following. I feel like you've all gotten to know me, and I've gotten to know many of you, which is cool. But it's time to move on from that. So like I say, I may still post things here, but it's going in a different direction, and I intend to start a lot of things. I actually have been under a rock for many years. I'm not big on social media. I don't really post much on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have any of those things. YouTube was like the only thing I ever did, and then I fell off of that. So I kind of feel like, especially since I'm raising kids, they're more up on the technology than I am, and I guess it's time for me to, you know, pull myself out from under my rock, even though it's a large rock, you know, it's a fairly comfortable rock. I should probably like get with the now, so to speak. So that's where I'm going, and that was my update. Those 3 things: my health, the house / family stuff, and vlogging. The future of vlogging, future of life. Who knows, right? So that is it, and that is all for the moment. Stay tuned if you want. I'll let y'all know if I move over to a new place, and if I post anything here, obviously you will know about that. Okay? So I hope everybody's doing good, and I'll leave you with my mug quote. Don't be like the rest of them, darling. It's true. So true.